You have to enjoy what you do. Whether it's going to work, going to a competition, you have to enjoy what you do in life. And things will fall into places. Like I said, be good, do good, and work hard. I would say more than 15 years ago, 2005, when we started competing internationally. Basically, my partner, me and Chef Buddy, when we competed in Singapore, we realized that competition is very important, especially to the country of the Philippines, because during that time, Philippines is part of the Southeast Asian group, but we get invited just to fill in the competition proper. We felt that the standard of the Philippine competition is not far with Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia. And this is where it came about in 2009 when Joel Pascual, who is actually the president of WOFEX, came to us and said, I would like to have an international competition here in the Philippines together with WOFEX. We went on a table 16 years ago, Joel wanting a international standard. So basically, when we sat down, we had a standard that we have in mind. We knew exactly what we wanted. Creating a competition here in the Philippines, most especially the Philippine Culinary Cup, would put our chefs to another level in certain standard. Not only that, they would see a professional kitchen in a competition, just like what they see internationally. They would see international judges where they are certified by the World Association of Chefs. My inspiration is really to inspire the Filipino chef to compete and see where they stand in terms of their skills. This is where it happened during the 2010, our first Philippine Culinary Cup, which happened in SMX. My benchmark was WOFEX in Hong Kong. I saw this competition with a standard of same equipment in terms of the setup. So basically, we started with 10 kitchens. 10 kitchens that is all the same, meaning the table sizes are the same. If they have a 4-burner oven, it's the same as everyone. So basically, we wanted to have a standard of what we see, but it's very small. We only have, during that time, I believe, 10 international judges. These are my friends. These are all friends that we met during our competition and brought them here and willing to help us start what we have now. There's so much legacy in the Philippine Culinary Cup because this is where we saw, for example, the likes of Chef Boutwood, Chef of the Year. He called me 2011. So when he called, he said, I want to compete. Since August is a lean month in Boracay, it's rainy season, I would like to come to Manila. I said, sure. Lo and behold, right, he came by himself, no assistant. He shops in SM, across from SMX, with the push cart, brings his ingredients, put it on the table with, yung mga supot, plastic bags. And we were saying, who's this guy? And all of a sudden, he introduced himself. I'm Josh Boutwood from Boracay, and I want to compete. His first 2 years, I tell you, he probably won nothing. On his third year, that's where all the judges noticed him. And this is probably one of the legacy that we wanted to have, is some of these people started here in the Philippine Culinary Cup. Bistro Group saw him there and gave him a job that now we all know where Josh Boutwood is. Some of these judges noticed them and asked them to work for them. And that's the beauty of this competition, because it's not only that Filipino talent is being exposed, our standard is actually elevating. I'm not saying because of Philippine Culinary Cup, but there's part of that because this is where a competition where skill-based, it's not where you're from, it's not you're competing against somebody, it's competing against yourself and showing your skill. I think the most memorable one probably is during the pandemic when we had a competition in Mega Mall. And we're all wearing masks, face shield, and yet we still went on the competition. And the other part was in 2020, we had an online competition just to have this competition keep going, that we never stop. We still want to continue on this competition. At the same time, continue on the fight that, hey, it is for the Filipino people that we're doing this. Basically, it's always the logistics. The reason that is because we build the stage from scratch to all the way to building like a kitchen itself. We're worried that things might not work. The weather itself also. There come a time that there was a big storm. Most of these international teams couldn't come in. We worry because we want to put in a good show to everyone. Biggest obstacle is basically the judges also coming in from different parts of the world, organizing them, putting them in a nice hotel. The closing ceremony is one of my biggest challenges because I want it to be special. And every year, people look for that. We question it, why are we doing this? But you know what? The fulfillment is when you hear people from the audience saying, gusto nyo pa ba? Yes, we do. Babalik pa ba kayo? Yes, we will. And those are the things that you feel like, you know, yung mga nanalo, they still want to win again. Yung mga natalo, they want to prove that they can win. I guess the lesson here is, you never stop from learning, right? Basically, every year we learn something from the competition, we learn something from the judges, and we learn something from the competitors. These are the things that we embrace every year. It's not gonna be a perfect competition, but each year we learn something that it needs to be improved, and that will put us to the next level in terms of Philippines putting it in the map as one of the places to go to, the tourism. And one thing is, what we always have in mind is be good, do good, and work hard. Be good to what you do good to others, and work hard, and God will do the rest. In other competition, you wouldn't see crowd cheering, waving flags, screaming, having fun. People would just be standing and watching. It's very quiet. But here in the Philippines, it's amazing that Filipinos are very into it, screaming, fighting for whoever they're supporting. And these are the things that the judges wants to see. It's not just all about being serious and competing, but yet people having fun, whether they lose or they win. You'll see people losing and still smiling. Because one thing that they would tell me, Chef, I've learned so much and I will never forget this day because I'm in a big stage like this. The LTV, it's one of the pillars for the PCC, aside from the Pace Alliance and the Young Chef. These are the pillars that they would even call some of these chefs and ask for advice. How do we compete? How do I prepare for competition? And of course, we all want them to do their best. We want Philippines to be represented well with these judges, whatever they put there on the plate. We're eyeing on the 2027. The reason why that is because there's going to be a bigger convention center, which is close to the arena. They're building it now. But at the end, I was promised that 27, I will be back with one hall and bigger and most likely more categories and most likely more judges and most likely more sponsors. But basically, we want to put the Philippines in the map per se through this competition, not only through the Filipino cuisine, but with the other kind of categories that we have that Filipino can actually be able to blossom in some of these categories, that they have the talent to actually showcase their skills.
Simpol.ph. Living made simple.